attitude, you can solve aptitude or any problems based on aptitude, right? So first, let's check what is the need of aptitude. Why companies asked aptitude? Actually, the agenda of the session is first I will introduce some part of aptitude. What is the syllabus of quantitative aptitude for placements, and what is the syllabus of logical reasoning? What is the syllabus of data interpretation? And I will also tell you some companies those are taking nationalized tests for placements. So उनके बारे में बात करेंगे. Then we will do some puzzles also. Okay, great question. So aptitude checks your intelligence. It is all about your memory and concentration. Your calculations definitely and presence of mind. It company checks about your calculation and about your presence of mind. Your decision making capability, definitely logical and analytical thinking. Predictions and observation power and decision making. So this is all about aptitude, right? Aptitude is basically a set of some questions, right? Set of some question. Let's say some companies asked 45 questions in 1 hour. Some company asked 30 questions in 1 hour. Some 20 questions in 1 hour. So set of questions that include logical reasoning, data interpretation, data sufficiency, and quantitative aptitude. So let's check what is the syllabus of aptitude that you need to prepare. Quantitative aptitude or numerical ability, that is the first part. Second part is logical reasoning. Third part is data interpretation. Then we have data sufficiency, and last is verbal ability, right? In quantitative aptitude, as you can see, the major portion comes from arithmetic, right? Major person comes from arithmetic. So arithmetic means all the chapters that you have covered from up to class 10. That include percentage, profit loss, ratio proportions, time and work, time speed distance, number system, geometry, algebra, all these things, right? Then we have geometry and mensuration and set theory also. So this is all about the syllabus of quantitative aptitude. But इसमें अगर मैं बात करूँ 90% questions कहाँ आते हैं. So 90% syllabus covered from arithmetic and number system, right? Arithmetic and number system. That is the important part of quantitative aptitude. You need to cover at least these, right? Then let's check about logical reasoning. The syllabus is directions, blood relation, sitting arrangement, puzzles, most important part, puzzles and sitting arrangement. Then we have syllogism, coding, decoding, clocks and calendar, and series question. आपको एक information दी गई है. You have to crack that information and you have to answer some set of questions. So that data interpretation include bar graph, line graph, tabular chart, pie chart, case lists, data interpretation, and games and tournaments based questions. Got it? Next part is data sufficiency. That include reasoning based questions and quant based question. Now, what is data sufficiency? Anyone? What is data sufficiency? Any answers? Data sufficiency means some set of information given, and you have two options, first option, second option. Now you have to check from which option you can give the answer. You can calculate the answer. No need to give the right answer. No need to give the right calculation. You have to just check from which option we can give the answer. So that is called data sufficiency, right? Next we have is verbal ability. That includes reading comprehension, critical reasoning, sentence corrections, fill in the blanks, and paragraphs, right? Now, if I talk about some big companies like Infosys, or
Sir,
I
I
can say
want to say
TCS,
something.
or there is a testing agency that is called eLitmus. So if you, or I talk about these agencies or these companies, so yeah, sorry, yes, go ahead.
Sir, please continue.
Should I continue?
Yes, sir, please.
Statement and conclusion is definitely a part of aptitude, but that is more about verbal ability part, not quantitative aptitude or logic. Definitely a part of verbal ability. So statement conclusion is a part of verbal ability, but that comes in, if I talk about CAT, GMAT, GRE, तो उसमें ज़्यादा weightage है. If I talk about placement test, so maximum weightage, maximum portion covered from reading comprehension, parajumbles, and sentence corrections. Maximum portion, right? Definitely, statement and conclusion is a part of verbal ability, but that comes only 10 to 15%. Got it? Okay. So I was talking about Infosys, TCS, or eLitmus. So there are some favorite topics of Infosys, TCS, and eLitmus. They are asking from last 7 to 8 years regularly these topics. So these topics for Infosys are data sufficiency. They ask data sufficiency, weightage of data sufficiency is more in Infosys. Second part is of a concept from number system, that is script arithmetic. They ask script arithmetic at least 7 to 8 times in Infosys paper. So script arithmetic alphabets, and based on some calculations is given like A, B. Now you have to find out what is the value of P, what is the value of B, what is the value of C and D, right? So these are these type of questions called crypt arithmetic. So this is the favorite question for Infosys and eLitmus also. And if we talk about TCS, they more focus on arithmetic part and syllogism. These two are the favorite portions of TCS. So I will also talk about these companies, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, and other tests. So first, let's check about aptitude test patterns for various MNCs. First, MNCs, I'm taking only some big MNCs. Infosys, the nationalized test is called InfyTQ. TCS, the test is called CCQT. Wipro, the nationalized test is called NLTH, right? So here, the pattern of Infosys. Logical thinking, 25 minutes, 15 questions. Mathematical ability, 35 minutes, 10 questions. Verbal ability, 20 minutes, 20 questions. Pseudocode, 10 minutes, 5 questions. Then we have puzzle solving, 10 minutes, 4 questions. So you have to attempt total 54 questions within 100 minutes. So this is the latest pattern of Infosys, InfyTQ. Then we have TCS CCQT. The syllabus, latest syllabus is first test. There are two parts for this test. First is mandatory NQT, second is subject NQT. In the first section, they ask verbal ability, reasoning ability, and numerical ability. In the second part, they ask about coding, programming logics. All the tests are objective tests, and some are code. You have to write codes for some questions, right? So this is the part of TCS CCQT. Second, we have Wipro NLTH. Sections are aptitude, that includes logical ability, quantitative and verbal, 48 minutes. Written communication of 2 questions for 60 minutes. So this is the pattern of Infy, TCS and Wipro. So I would suggest if you can prepare for Infosys, TCS and Wipro, agar in pe solid command hoga, you can crack any company's paper, right? So the main TCS and Wipro. इस लेवल की तैयारी अगर आप लोग कर ले तो you can crack all the companies. Got it? Any doubt, anyone? Okay. Now I will tell about something about some agencies that are conducting national tests for placement. Definitely, most of you are aware for this. First is AIMCAT, Aspiring Mind conduct this test, national test, and this is for placements. Second is eLitmus. You can go for eLitmus also, apart from your campus placement. So eLitmus is there, but it required actually 3 to 4 months solid preparation because the level is of CAT level. Third, we have TOCUBES. Then we have MET conducted by Metal and testing agency. And next we have new launch level tournament, that is from Unacademy. Okay. So these are some nationalized level tests that helps you for placements. Got it? Any question? Anyone? You can visit their website for all the details. Okay. So here are some free resources, some good resources to prepare for aptitude. First is IndiaBix. IndiaBix is the website from where you can get all the topics of GD, personal interview, aptitude, logical listening, verbal ability, or each and everything, and some free online tests also. Then we have Pocket Aptitude, Pocket LR, and Pocket V. These are applications, Android. So you can practice from these applications also. Enough number of questions are there. Then we have Lofaya, the website. Campus Gate, the most important website for to prepare campus placement. Right? Why? क्योंकि कैंपस गेट पे all the papers of the previous are given for TCS, Infosys, Wipro, and all this, and eLitmus also. So all the papers are there. So definitely you have to prepare from campus gate also if your target is campus placement. Then definitely we have RS Agrawal. I think all are aware. This is not free definitely, but you have to go through this. If your target is campus placement or other government exam also, then you have to go through this also. RS Agrawal, the book. Got it? Okay. Now the question is कितना time देना है? How to spend some good time with aptitude? No need to spend 2 to 3 hours on aptitude only. It's just a 60-minute process. I am talking about only quantitative and logical listening. Verbal ability is not included. Quantitative and logical listening and some part of DI also. So you have to spend only 60 minutes in a day. Now 60 minutes किस तरह spend करने हैं? First step is try to solve 15 to 20 questions in 30 minutes. Only in 30 minutes. You have to solve 15 to 20 questions within 30 minutes, right? Initially speed नहीं बनेगा, लेकिन जब practice हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे, you can easily solve 15 to 20 questions. अगर difficult level है तो 10 to 15. Easy level है, moderate level है तो 15 to 20 question you should solve in 30 minutes. So एक stop watch लेकर काम करना है, and you have to solve 15 to 20 questions within 30 minutes. That is step 1. Second step is 15-minute sitting. That is feedback 1. Solve all the unattempted questions. जो आप first round में नहीं कर पाए, you have to solve all these unattempted questions within 15 minutes again. Right? Third approach, feedback 2. Solve wrong questions again in 15 minutes. Are you getting my point? Step 1, you have to solve 15 questions within 30 minutes. Step 2, solve all the unattempted questions again in 15 minutes. Now, still some questions you got wrong. So again 60 minutes, you could be able to solve at least, I think, 18 to 20 questions in 60 minutes. Got it? So that is the agenda. If you regularly solve 18 to 20 questions on per day basis, what side you mentioned for? I mentioned IndiaBix. I can show you again. IndiaBix. First side is IndiaBix, that is free, absolutely free. Second is Campus Gate, and third is Lofaya. But my suggestion is, if you are looking for basics, go for IndiaBix. If you are looking for company's paper, go for Campus Gate. And some difficult level questions, then go for Lofaya. So practice from all these sides: IndiaBix, Lofaya, and Campus Gate. Everything is free here. Okay. So I was saying spend at least 18 to 20, solve 18 to 20 questions on per day basis in great position. We talk about quantitative aptitude and logical listening. Got it? Any confusion? Anyone? Any questions?
Sir,
Okay,
what was the name
so
of
let's
the
talk about speed
what?
calculation. The interesting part about quantitative aptitude, because I'm a quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning trainer. So let's talk about speed calculation part. Now, why speed calculation? क्यों चाहिए speed calculation? Anyone? Please give me the answer. Why speed calculation? Sorry, I'm not getting it. Campus Gate. CAMPUSGATE. Campus Gate. Shubham. Okay. So what is the need of speed calculation is, क्यों चाहिए speed calculation? The reason is, if they are asking, let's say 40 questions in a company. So some maximum number of companies ask easy to moderate level questions, right? So easy to moderate level questions you can solve, I can solve, any other person can solve. So 40 questions जो easy or moderate level में. Now फंडा क्या है? What is the catch here? Yes, cause of time. ये 40 questions मैं solve कर रहा हूँ 2 घंटे में. You are doing in 45 minutes. Some other person is doing 30 minutes. If you are good in speed calculation, if you are good in calculations, you can square fast, you can multiply fast. तो time save हो जाता है. Let's say that means in 10 questions you can solve 2 other questions also, 2 more questions also. So that is the requirement of speed calculation here. The last side is Lofoya. First is IndiaWix, second is CampusGate, and last side is Lofoya. And one app is also there, that is Pocket Aptitude. You can practice from there also. And the book name is R.S. Agarwal, that you can purchase from the market. Okay, so let's do some speed calculation here. I need your answers. I think from 1 to 20, you all know the squares of numbers 1 to. Let's check the squares of 21 to 30. Okay, tell me, anyone, fast. 21 to 29. Quick. You can message in the chat box.
Give me 2 minutes. I got it out. It's written 3 years ago, the averages. So when this pre-joins, is it 3 years ago did it join or now? Like present?
What is the square of 21?
I take back my answer. I said 30 years, na?
Okay, let me also check the chat box if some of you are entering the answer. No one. Okay. So come back to the question. Okay, very good.
Come on, fast.
Now see, one easiest concept to deal with the questions of problem on pages is that whenever you try to solve the question, always solve the question considering their present pages. Do not try to go with the question, always try to solve the question with respect to their present pages. Let's see how. So we have two.
Okay, let's check it. The square of 21 is 441. Now let's check the pattern.
Now I am actually not focusing on this.
The square of 21 is 441, right, Rishabh?
It is given average age of A and B was 18 years. Average age of A and B is 18 years PDS.
21 का स्क्वायर होता है 441 and square of 29 is
So from this I will get A plus
841.
B is equals to 36.
Let's check the pattern.
Now this condition, the sum of ages of A and
21 square is 441, 29 square is 841. Got it? 22 square is 484 and 28 square is 784. So 484, 784. 23 square is 529 and 27 square is 729. 529, 729. 24 square is 576 and 26 square is 676.
present age of A plus B will be
And 25 square is 625 definitely. So this is the pattern for two Magabda squares. 21 is 441, 29 is 841, 22 is 484, 28 is 784, 23 is 529, 27 is 729, 24 is 576, 26 is 676, and square of 25 is 625. Got it?
It will always be mentioned in the question clearly.
Very good,
It is
Akash.
happening in past. So here the question says when C joins them. They have not mentioned any time period. Means C
समझ आ गया पैटर्न सभी को?
when you join A plus B plus C, their average age is 22. So their sum will be
Now,
66. Now they are simply asking
tell
how
me
to
the
solve
square of
this.
98
So to
first.
find out
What is
the
the
answer
square
of
of
C,
98?
we can subtract
Can you solve
the
this
sum
without
of
using
A
pen or
plus B
paper?
plus C and keep it. So it will be 24. So 24
Yes,
here
come
is
on.
the
What is the
right
square of
answer
98?
for the question.
Okay.
Anyone having
So
any
here
doubt?
I am telling you a pattern. Squares of all the numbers. Now listen carefully. Squares of all the numbers which are near 100.
So I hope the
If you
basic
have any
concept
doubt,
of
kindly message in the chat
is
box.
clear to you.
Square of all the numbers which are near 100.
Now let
Just
us
check it
talk
out.
about another question
Now
which
what
is
we have to do
based
is
on averages. So have a look on this
take the
particular
number that is
question.
98.
It says the average marks obtained by
Now
12
check the
students
difference
was
from the 100.
170. But later it was found that the marks of one student was
Difference between
wrongly
number
read
and
as
100. So difference is actually minus 2.
so find
Check
the
this
correct
again.
average.
The difference of 98 from
So I
100
will
is
give you
minus 2.
only 30 seconds to solve this question. Not more than 30 seconds.
So step 1.
quickly solve this
98 minus that would be 96. Right? And the square of 2 is 04. So answer is 9604. Any confusion? Shall I repeat this?
70.5.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
98 का difference check किया मैंने 100 से, that is minus 2. So step 1, 98 minus 2, that is equal to 96, and square of 2 is 04. So answer is 9604. That is the square of 98. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
What about others? Because the 30 seconds time is over. And
Everyone got it?
those who are taking more than that, it means that you are going to solve, you are actually solving this question in a lengthier way. This question is
Let's check another number.
if you do proper calculation for this question is lengthy and a normal student will definitely take
Let's say I'm taking a square of 94.
solve this question. Now let's see how we can easily solve this question without even much calculation.
You have to check the difference from 100. So 94 and 100 difference is minus 6.
When we talk about average,
Step 1.
average is just sum of all the things
94 minus 6, that is equal to
total number of things.
88.
This is how we calculate the average. Now, if we have a look on the question, what it says that the average marks obtained by 12 students. It means
And what is the square of 6? 36. So answer is 8836.
and the average is
That is the square of 90.
so basic way is that
Any confusion?
total number of things you can find the sum. But we are not going to do it in that way. See,
That we can do for positive numbers also. Positive means greater
but later
than
it was
100.
found that the marks of one student was wrongly read as 86 instead of 60. So can anyone tell me
Let's say I'm taking a number 108.
additional marks which is added to the total?
So the difference from 100 is plus 8. So step 1. 108 plus 8. That is 116, 1664. I hope it is clear now. Any confusion?
See, 86 was counted, but
Anyone?
answer was 68.
Okay. Now, okay, great. The point is we have to take 2 digits in the last. In this particular concept, we have to take
Got the answer.
2 digits
18 marks
in the
were
last.
added according to the question. So this 18 is actually your sum.
Now, what is the meaning of 2 digits in the last? Let's take me 3
So
examples.
average is what? Sum over total.
I am taking a number 88.
Additional marks
Second is 93. Third number is 99.
12 students. So my
Check the process again.
1 point.
The base is here again,
My
right?
average is actually increased
Check this process.
because I have added 18. So they are saying find
Okay,
the
Maneet.
correct average.
I am repeating this again.
The correct average, I actually need to subtract
100 and 93. The difference is minus 7,
72. If I subtract this 1.5 from this, I will get
right?
Yes.
So step 1, 93 minus 7.
which most of you will. So in this question,
93 minus 7. That is equal to 86. And the square of 7
I have just
is
used
49.
basic concept behind averaging. So that is why whenever you find the
So answer is 8649.
look for a different ways, look for short ways to solve the question.
Got it now?
So is there anyone who still has a doubt in this question at any point?
Now,
I hope this question and explanation is clear to each one of you. So if you would have
so I'm repeating this. We have to take
definitely you can solve
2 digits in
few seconds, which
the
will take which will
last. Now, what is the square of 7? It is 49. 49
so
is
after this question
already a 2-digit number. So we will consider 49 completely.
now next
Right? So answer is 8649. Check 99 now.
the ratio.
The difference is minus 1. Step 1, 99 minus 1. So that is equal to 98. And square of 1 is 1. But what we will put? 0, 1. Because we have to take 2 digits in the last. So answer is 9801. Clear now? Third number, the difference is minus 12 with 100. So step 1, 88 of 12 is 144. But we have to take 2 digits in the last. So 1 should be carried out. So answer is 7744 for this particular number. 1 carry forward ho jayega. Answer must be 7744. Got it? Any doubt? Anyone? So this is all about which is near 100. For example, again, I am taking 13. Step 1, 113 plus 13. 1 carry forward. Answer is 12769. That is the square of 113. The squares of all the numbers which, let's take two numbers, squares of all the numbers which are near 50. Okay, we have to subtract from the number, right? We have to add this 13 in 113. So we have to add or subtract in the number itself. But here we are taking 25. You have to subtract it. For which number you are calculating? 50 and 42. Minus 8 of 8 is 64. So answer is 172 plus 1. So step 1, 25. So answer is 3249. Got it? So with the help of previous stick, you can calculate all the squares, right? To solve some puzzle which asked in questions asked in TCS. Tell me the answer. What factors are there for 480? First step, what are factors of 480? Factors hote kya hai? That can divide 480, divide a given number completely. 8, 3, 2, 1 definitely, 6. So the 4, these are the factors of 24. So now we have to calculate all the factors for 480. Right? Now check this, how to solve these type of questions. 480 के फैक्टर निकालने के लिए सबसे पहले हमको करना होगा प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. इस तरह के क्वेश्चंस काफी पूछे जाते हैं कंपनीज में. तो check it out. सबसे पहले करना होगा प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. नाउ व्हाट इज द प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन फॉर 480? दैट मींस वी हैव टू कन्वर्ट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ प्राइम नंबर्स ओनली. प्राइम नंबर्स दैट मींस 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 which are divisible by 1 and itself only. Those numbers are prime numbers. कैसे करेंगे 480 का प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन? We can say 480 is actually 96 into 5, right? And what is 96? 32 into 3. And what is 32? 2 to the power 5. Then we have 3 to the power 1. Then we have 5 to the power 1. So this is the calculation for 480. This is the prime factorization for 480, right? With the help of this prime factorization, we have to calculate total number of factors, prime factors, composite factors, even and odd factors.
There are 2%.
Now check this.
One is A.
After getting prime factorization, what we have to do?
Now if you see,
Add 1 in the powers,
one is percentage,
add 1 in each power, and then multiply.
and the final question is after 5 years.
So either 5 becomes 6,
I will write their ages. One is
this 1 becomes 2, and again 1 becomes clear, everyone.
5 years,
To find out total number of factors, first of all, we have to prime factorize the number, then add 1 in the power, and then multiply. So 5 becomes 6, 1 becomes 2, and again 1 becomes 2. So total number of factors are 24. Right? Now, what are prime factors? प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन मैंने किया था, तो प्राइम फैक्टर्स क्या क्या निकले थे मेरे पास? 2, 3 and 5. So total prime factors are 3. So answer for the second question is 3. For the first question, answer is 24. Now you tell me, total factors are 24, prime factors are 3. How many composite factors are there?
you can see that
टोटल 24 है, 3 प्राइम निकाल दी मैंने. हाउ मेनी कंपोजिट फैक्टर्स आर देयर?
There is a 5 years gap. Now, suppose there are two persons. If you compare their
Anyone?
ages now and if you compare their ages 5 years back, one thing is for sure.
Am I audible to everyone?
Their ages at that particular time.
Yes, sir.
Difference between their ages will be same.
Yeah. So how many prime factors are there? Composite factors are there?
In their present ages, and if I talk about the difference in their ages,
Okay.
5 years
So
ago,
second,
that
total composite factors are actually total factors minus prime factors minus 1. Why minus 1? क्योंकि 1 is the number which is neither prime nor composite. 1 ना तो prime की कैटेगरी में आता है ना composite की कैटेगरी में आता है. So out of 24, 3 are prime, minus 1 also, because 1 is neither prime nor composite. So your count is 20. So total composite factors are 20. Right? Total factor 24, prime factors 3, and composite factor 20. Now we will find out what are even factors and odd factors for 480. Just check it out. कोई भी नंबर तब तक इवन है जब तक मैं उसमें 2 का मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ. अगर मैंने 2 हटा दिया तो वो इवन नहीं रह जाएगा. Got it? So remove all the 2's from here. Now what we get? 3 to the power 1 and 5 to the power 1. Right? 3 to the power 1. From here we are getting 2. Again 5 to the power 1 we are getting 2 because power and plus 1 करके multiply करना है. So 2 2's are 4. 2 2's are 4. So total odd factors are 4. क्योंकि 2 रिमूव कर दिया था मैंने. Out of 24, 4 are odd. That means even are 20. Is it clear now?
So this gap
Any
Yeah.
confusion?
means this age
Can you tell me total number of factors for 160?
and 4 units.
Only total number of factors. Come on, do it fast.
I hope this thing is clear.
Total number of factors for 160.
3 years is actually what? Their present ages. And if I talk about the question they're asking about ages after 5, so I will add 5 in there.
24.
This will become 15. And
24.
12, 12, 12.
12.
so now when you compare
What is the prime factorization for 160? Akash.
which is your answer choices. So those who are getting really
Sir, 21.
that answer is actually
21. Okay. Can I say 160 is 32 into 5? लिख सकता हूँ?
Sir, 2 is to 5 into 5. Yeah.
So 32 is what? 2 to the power 5 and 5 is what? 5 to the power 1.
Yeah, yeah. 12, 12 होगा सर इसका.
Now total number of factors are 6 into 2. Definitely 12 factors are there. How many prime factors are there?
I noticed
Only
the
2.
difference, means the difference between 3 and 1
Right?
and 4 and 2. There
Okay.
is
Let's check the second question.
X ratio. Can we
Find out the remainder when factorial 1, factorial 2, factorial 3, factorial 4 and so on up to factorial 1000 divided by 24. Can anyone tell me the answer? You have 1 minute.
we can look for that same difference in the
Factorial 1 plus factorial 2 plus factorial 3 dot 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 up to factorial 1000 divided by 24. What is the remainder?
exactly. So whatever the trick and concept we use for any question, it should not conflict with any of the answer choices. So I hope this question is clear to each one of you. Anyone having any doubt, please ask. So or else we'll move on to the next one. Alright. So let's
A basic
have
simple
on
question.
the next
Mathematics is not required. Only logics.
about problem on ages. We have discussed about the concept of ratio, how we can use it to solve the question, and we have used the concept of average. Now, the most important thing which students will face difficulty in, that is time, speed, and distance. So let me see how many
Anyone?
of you can actually give me the correct answer for this question.
So these type of questions they ask in companies.
I will give you the time.
This seems to be difficult, but not actually. They are logical questions.
Your timer is started. Solve the question whichever the way you feel like, and give the answer.
Harish is saying 9. Okay, let's check it. Divided by 24. Can I say 24 is nothing but 4 factorial? What is 4 factorial actually? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 24 is nothing but 4 factorial, right? Now check from here. Can we cancel out 4 factorial with 4 factorial? Second, can we divide 5 factorial with 4 factorial? Yes or no?
Yes.
Definitely we can, because 5 factorial is 5 into 4 factorial. So we can divide 5 factorial 5 times. Remainder is 0. Again, 6 factorial is what? 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. So we can divide 6 factorial also. That means we can divide all the factorials up to 1000, right? With 4 factorial. So remainder is what? Which does not include 4 factorial. So this part is the remainder. And this part is actually 1 plus 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6. So answer is 9 here.
56
Got it?
kilometers. Okay. So there is only one answer.
Any confusion?
That is 80 kilometers. Is there anyone who's getting 80 kilometers also?
No, sir.
Okay. Question number 3rd.
Answer choice alone, no?
Check it and tell me the answer.
Three answer choices. Okay. So
This question actually belongs to CAT, but ये एक बार आ चुका है TCS में.
it is not possible.
A child was asked to add first few natural numbers from 1 to
Just see, just not
I don't know kahan tak, so long as his patient permitted.
same concept to solve.
As he stopped, he gave the sum 575.
The question
When the teacher declared the result wrong, the child discovered he missed one number in the sequence. So you have to find out that missing number.
initially
Tell me what is the missing number.
at a speed of 10 km per hour. And now he is traveling at a speed of 14 km. Right? So what next the question says, he would have walked 20
Come on, give it a try.
kilometers. Here, what is the distance? That we don't know. Here, the distance will be
Vineet is saying 20.
x plus 20.
Okay, so first answer we got is 20.
So how I can solve this question using ratio? Because so far we have just got the equation. Just have a look here.
Anyone else?
The difference. What is the difference between the speeds given? It is
Okay, Vineet, what is the approach?
And what is the difference between the distances? Can anyone tell? What is the difference between the distance?
20 kilometers.
20. It means this 4 kilometers.
How to solve this?
The speed which is there, it is giving me 20 kilometers as a distance. Right? You can see how I am comparing the ratio of both the sides. So they are asking what is
ठीक
the
है.
actual distance. That
चलो the second.
is x.
First of all, let me tell you sum of n natural number. One बचपन में आपने पढ़ा होगा. Sum of n natural numbers starting with 1. So sum of first n natural number is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is the sum of n natural numbers if we start from 1, right? So now my result is 575, which is a wrong result because he missed a number. That means actual number should be like 575 plus something. It should be greater than 575. Now by using hit and trial, we have to reach nearby 575, and that result should be greater than 575. Okay, just check it out by using this formula, n into n plus 1 upon 2. If we add first 20 natural numbers, then the result must be 20 into 21 divided by 2, that is equal to 200. काफी दूर है baby. If we add first 30 natural numbers, the result would be 30 into 31 divided by 2, and that must be 465. Yes, got it? Now, if we add numbers from 1 to 40, result would be 820. तो काफी आगे निकल जाएंगे. तो यहाँ पर स्टॉप करते हैं 465 पे. Now we know that from 1 to 30, the total is 465. If we add 31, then what we get? 496. If we add 32, then we get 528. If we add 33, we will get 561. And if I add 34 in this particular result, what we get is 595. And 595 is the greater and nearby result of 575. तो अगर ये बंदा परफेक्ट कैलकुलेशन करता, राइट कैलकुलेशन करता, तो रिजल्ट शुड बी 595, बट ही इज गेटिंग 575. दैट मीन्स द मिसिंग नंबर इज 20. He missed 20 in the sequence. He missed 20 in the sequence. Clear? Any confusion, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is crypt arithmetic I was talking about. Tell me the answer for this. Interesting question from eLitmus. The question is AC into BC is equal to triple D. Now tell me the value of ABCD. And the some rules are there, some conditions are there. One alphabet can assign one value only. You cannot repeat the value. So AC into BC is equal to triple D. What would be the value of ABCD? Do it fast. This is called crypt arithmetic.
So when we know the speed at 4 km per hour, the distance is 20. So for 10 km, what should I do? How can I make this 4 as 10? I need to multiply it by 2.5. Then only it is possible to make it as 10. So the same thing I multiplied here also. That is why this becomes 10 km per hour. And this.
What is the approach to solve these type of questions? Anyone?
I hope this thing is clear to Kanak Durga. Alright. So let's move on to this question. I hope most of you must have utilized the time to solve this question. I'm just waiting for the correct answer.
Sir, 21.
21 is what? AC. Ashish, what is 21?
Sir, answer.
No, I am
Sir, the
talking
value
about what is the value of A, B, C, and D. These are single digit numbers.
Okay, any answers for the
Okay,
question?
let's check it.
Okay, answers.
क्या करते हैं इसमें, क्या करना है?
Ashisha for 12 20.
Can I say triple D is D into triple one?
This is the question.
Can I say triple
Yes, sir,
D
yes,
is
sir.
D into triple one? Any confusion? That means this number is actually in the form triple one or triple two or triple four, triple nine, triple seven, कुछ भी हो सकता है. So we can write triple D as D into triple one. Now, anyone, can you tell me the factorization for triple one? What is the prime factorization for triple one?
Sir, 3 or 37 for 111.
So triple one is 3 cross 37.
More answers?
Perfect.
Okay, one
Can I prime factorize again 37? Can I factorize it? 37.
Okay, let us
क्या 37 किसी से डिवाइड होता है?
still I'm not getting many answers, so maybe most of you are having a doubt in such kind of questions.
Sir, 1250 p.m.
Definitely no. So 37 is not divisible by any number. 37 is a prime number. That means one of these numbers should be 37. Let's say AC is 37. So AC into BC, 37 into BC, that is equal to triple D. Triple D. Now check this. If this C is 7, then it must be 7. This digit is also 7. 7 cross 7. What is the unit digit?
Just what I'm going to do here. So they say
7 into 7. What is the unit digit?
300 kilometers.
9.
So
9. That means number should be in the form 37 into B7 is equal to 999. Got it? Now, if we check, then we will find out that B should be 2. Or you can divide 999 by 37. Then you will get 27. So the result is 37 into 27, that is equal to 999. Right? So such type of questions are known as crypt arithmetic. ऐसे questions पूछे जाते हैं, खासकर Infosys and eLitmus. ठीक है? So this is one of the example of crypt arithmetic.
another train is starting in this direction
Okay. Next
Sir,
question
we
is,
evaluate the value of A, B, and C now.
at 11.
no, we cannot fix the value for A and B. A could be 3 or 2,
One concept you need to remember here.
and B could be 2 or 3.
B is 7, sir.
At what time the
C is 7.
persons meet. What you need to
I'm repeating this again. How come 7? D into triple one, that is triple D. Now triple one is what? 3 into 37. So definitely one number should be 37 out of these AC and BC. Let's say AC is equal to 37. Now A is 3, C is 7. That means in BC, BC. So C should be 7. So next number should be B7. That means 37 into B7 is equal to 999. From here
Sir,
we
the
will find
total
out.
is
We
21, na?
can find out. Sorry.
So the total is 21 now. The for all the values A, B, and C and D.
must have traveled some distance.
Sum is 21.
Distance B has traveled.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So where did you get
But
9?
my question was values of ABCD.
80 kilometer. Now the train has reached.
Okay, your answer was right. Your answer was right. You have summed up all the values. Yeah?
Here now the time is 11. You can see
Okay.
now both the times
So my next question is, how many maximum number of squares can be formed using 12 straight line?
was in
Tell
1
me.
hour. The train
By using 12 straight line, how many maximum number of squares can be formed?
total distance was 300 kilometer, but 80 kilometer is already covered by train.
You have 1 minute.
So remaining distance left is 220 kilometers. It means when we
Maximum number of squares that can be formed using 12 straight lines.
distance over time. Now when two objects travel with respect to each other, the concept of relative speed comes into play. So you can see both the trains are moving towards each other. So wherever two trains are moving towards each other, the relative speed is always addition of
Or tell me the answer for another one question. अगर ये थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा तो.
when train starts
How many squares are there in a regular chessboard? एक जो chessboard होता है हमारा 8 by 8 का. How many squares are there
whichever the point they meet in between, whichever the point,
in a regular chessboard?
total distance will always be 220 kilometers. Right? So distance is 220, time we don't know, that we need to find. But speed will be what? Addition of both the speeds. So from here, your time will be 220 over 1.
Yes, anyone?
When you will solve this, you will get 11 over 6. Now 11 over 6 is in hours. So convert it into minutes. When you
Okay,
convert it
just
into
a second.
minutes, your time will be,
Let's say I'm taking a square of 3 cross 3.
or in other words, you can say it is 1 hour.
Chessboard of 3 cross 3. Let's assume these are squares. Okay. So I'm taking a chessboard of 3 by 3 or this kind of grid of 3 by 3. Now we have to find out how many total number of squares are there. So first we will take 1 unit. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we will consider 2 units. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 units. So this one 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 2 units, for 2 units we get 4 squares. For 1 unit we are getting 9 squares. For 3 units, 1, 2, 3, we are getting only 1 square. So total number of squares are 9 plus 4 plus 1. That is equal to 40 in a 3 cross 3 chessboard. Right? Now just check the pattern. They asked how many squares are there in a 3 by 3 grid, in a 3 by 3 chessboard.
Let's move on to the next concept.
So our answer is 1 square plus 4 means 2 square and 3 means 3 squares. So that should be equal to 40. Now, if they are asking how many squares are there in a 8 by 8 chessboard, the answer should be 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus dot 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 up to the square of 8. And that is equal to 204. So total number of perfect squares in a regular chessboard are 204. Got it? Not 64 or 65 or anything else. Total number of squares in a regular chessboard are 204. Any confusion, anyone? Now tell me the answer for this particular question. How many squares can be formed using 12 straight line? Maximum number of squares.
And one is Amita, who is completing the same job in 8. So whenever the question of time and work is asked,
Yes, come on.
Sir, how get it 4?
Okay. To maximize the squares, we need to arrange 6 horizontal and 6 vertical lines to maximize the squares, right? So we have to arrange 6 horizontal and 6 vertical lines. Only then we can maximize the number of squares. तो अगर मैं 6 horizontal 6 vertical lines बनाता हूँ तो एक ग्रिड कितने बाय कितने का बनेगा? लाइन ग्रिड 6 by 6 का. Now first let me tell you line grid and square grid क्या होता है. Let's say I am making this kind of square, this one. So line grid is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 cross 4 line grid, but this is square grid of 3 by 3. Got it? If we talk about 8 by 8 chessboard, so this is the square grid of 8 by 8, but it is a line grid of 9 by 9. Because 9 definitely आपका horizontal lines होंगी, 9 vertical होंगी. तो line grid is 9 by 9. तो line grid हमेशा square grid से एक ऊपर होता है. So here we are arranging 6 horizontal and 6 vertical. That means line grid कितने का होगा? 6 by 6 का. इसका मतलब square grid कितने का होगा? 5 by 5 का. Are you getting this? So we need to find out total number of squares in a 5 cross 5 square grid. So answer must be 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square and 5 square. Summation of these values. This should be your answer. Any confusion, anyone? That is the maximum number of squares you can form. Any doubt? And kindly keep this in mind. If ये question repeat होता है, total number of squares are 204 always. In a 8 cross 8 chessboard. Okay, Akash is saying 63. Done? Now, my next question is, how many rectangles are there in a 8 by 8 chessboard? Initially, we talked about squares, so total number of squares are 204. Now, I am asking how many rectangles are there in a 8 cross 8 chessboard? Total number of rectangles. And definitely no need to say that square is also a rectangle. The squares will be counted in rectangle. Rectangles means opposite sides are parallel and equal. और ये quality square में follow होती है. So square is also a rectangle.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, in the previous question, we will choose any random number after 40 units of work,
So 64.
or it should be
No.
divisible by both the number.
Tell me the answer for this question. What you need to form a rectangle? एक rectangle form करने के लिए क्या चाहिए?
4 sides.
Okay. These 4 sides means 2 sides must be horizontal and 2 vertical. Vineet is right. Answer is 1296. Can you tell me the concept, Vineet?
It is GCD.
Okay, no issue. So we need at least 2 vertical side, 2 horizontal side, and that should be parallel to find out a rectangle. अगर rectangle बनाना है तो 2 vertical चाहिए, 2 horizontal line चाहिए, तभी एक rectangle form हो सकता है. 8 cross 8 chessboard. If we talk about 8 cross 8 chessboard, so what is the line grid for this? Can I say 9 cross 9? The line grid is of 9 cross 9. Now, to choose 2 sides, to choose 2 lines from 9 horizontal lines, the concept is 9C2. Out of these 9 horizontal lines, we have to select 2 horizontal lines to form a rectangle. So answer is 9C2 cross. This is for horizontal. If we talk about vertical lines, total number of lines are 9, and we have to choose only 2 lines. So again 9C2. So answer is 9C2 into 9C2. P1296. Vineet, any other concept? Anyone else without a scope?
A, B, and C. Together they finish it in 10 minutes. Then A alone completes it in
Okay,
36
great.
and B alone completes
Any confusion? Anyone? One more question.
Now
these type of questions they ask in time and work. They can do a piece of work in 12 days. We can do the same work in 18 days. In what time the task will be finished? If they are working together, they work together for 2 days, then A left. They started working together, A left 2 days before the completion of the work. So these are some variation in this particular question. Okay. Let me tell you how to solve these type of questions of time and work. This is called time and work. Now, A can do a piece of work in 12 days. B can do the same work in 18 days. So let's put number of days 12 and 18, right? Step 1, take the LCM of given number of days. जो भी data दिया हुआ उसका LCM ले लेते हैं. So 12 and 18, the LCM would be 36. So I assume total number of packets are 36, right? I assume total number of packets or total task is 36 packets. So A can form 36 packets in 12 days. So what is the capacity of A? That means how many packets he can form in a day? That must be 33 packets because he can form 36 packets in 12 days. How many packets B can form in a day? It must be 2 because he can form 36 packets in 18 days. Any confusion?
No, sir.
Now, if they are working together, they can form 5 packets in a day. 3 for A, 2 for B. So they can form 5 packets in a day. That means total time required is for 36 packet is 36 divided by 5. So that is the answer for the first question. 36 divided by 5. Right? Question number 2. They work together for 2 days, then A left. So they are working together for 2 days, then A left. Now, what is the task of 1 day? It must be 3 packets plus 2 packets. That is equal to 5 packets. So 2 days work must be 10 packets out of this 36. Now they have formed 10 packets out of 36. The remaining part is 26 packets. Now they work together for 2 days, then A left. This task should be done by B. ये task B को करना है. B can form 2 packets in a day. तो 26 पैकेट फॉर्म कर सकता है वो 13 days, right? So total number of days required to finish the task is 13 days for B and 2 days also for the second question. Any confusion in these two calculations? Now question number 3. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 में एक वेरिएबल एज्यूम करते हैं. एक शॉर्ट ट्रिक भी आपको बताऊंगा. They started working together. A left 2 days before the completion of the work. Now we don't know what is the time limit for the completion of the work, right? ये मुझे नहीं पता. तो let's assume कि A left 2 days before the completion of the work. मतलब B ने लास्ट तक काम किया. So let's assume total number of days are X. तो B काम करेगा X days तक और A काम करेगा X minus 2 days तक, क्योंकि 2 दिन पहले छोड़कर चला गया. And the total task is 36 packets from this calculation, right? B can form 2 packets in a day, so this should be 2x. A can form 3 packets in a day, so it should be 3x minus 6, and that is equal to 36. So we have 5x is equal to 42, and x must be 42 divided by 5. So this is the required number of days to complete the task. Any confusion? Now for question number 3, just check the short trick, how we can solve it without using pen. They started working together. A left 2 days before the completion of the work. A 2 दिन पहले छोड़कर जा रहा है. तो what I do, मैंने 2 बंदों को अपॉइंट किया A and B. A बोलता है मुझे 2 दिन पहले छोड़कर जाना है. टोटल पैकेट्स मुझे बनाना है 36. Now A is saying कि I will leave before 2 days. तो मैं क्या बोलूँगा, भाई 2 दिन का काम आप करके जाइए. 2 दिन में A कितने पैकेट्स फॉर्म कर सकता है? 6 पैकेट्स. अगर उसकी कैपेसिटी 3 पैकेट्स की है तो मैं बोलूँगा वो 6 पैकेट्स आप बनाकर जाइए B के साथ. B और A दोनों मिलकर बनाते हैं 5 पैकेट्स. So total time required is 36 plus 6 divided by 5. That is equal to 42 by 5. Any doubt? Any confusion? These type of questions come from time and work.
Alright guys, so with this we'll come to the end of today's session. Though it
All
was
right.
a very short session, but
Gunjan, enough from my side. Any questions from students?
nice. I felt that I actually got a
Guys, if you're having any doubt or something, you people can ask in the session or like say in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and tell them.
I would like you to open up and ask if you have any doubts, any tips.
Yes, guys, if you have any question, any doubt, any query, feel free to ask in the chat box, or also you can
Guys, if you're
unmute
having
yourself.
any question, you people can ask in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Nral is saying, are these sessions continuous or one day session only? I guess Gunjan,
No,
you
no,
would
it's
be the right person to say.
yeah. It is not say continuous session, like not daily sessions. Obviously, 30 days you people won't be able to attend the
Well, there
daily
will be more
session.
such
So
lectures.
it will be
I don't know.
like
Nitish can tell you.
alternate days or
Yes,
2 days
guys,
gaps.
we are coming with such sessions. Tomorrow also we are having a session. Kindly join our groups and all.
Okay,
Then
guys, it's there will be definitely more such lectures on different topics, but not daily. It will be like on some regular basis, say like 1 day or 2 days gap, right?
Tell me the difference between reasoning and verbal questions.
Okay, any questions you people are having for like aptitude, related to aptitude, please ask it now. Rest questions can be answered afterwards also.
All right, all right. So,
Should we do all?
my thought
See, in
is
RS Agrawal,
basically
there are something
examinations.
around 200 to
I have
400
noticed
questions in a particular
that
chapter. So it's not
bigger
possible to solve
questions
all the
are
questions.
not very common in
I would
exams,
suggest आप वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करिए जो
right?
एग्जाम में आ
So,
चुके लाइक
what
बैंक
we can
एसएससी
do,
और
or
किसी भी गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम में जो आ चुके हैं उन
and
क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करिए
another
दैट
thing
विल बी
is,
हेल्पफुल
it actually depends on the
बिकॉज
aptitude
अगर टाइम है तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन
that
सॉल्व ऑल
what
द
setting in
क्वेश्चंस.
the aptitude they are actually testing. When we talk about the aptitude, we have discussed few questions from different topics, so you might have got a general idea what topics will be there in your aptitude. When we
Guys,
talk
the
about the
meeting will end at 8:15. So if you people are having any doubt, just start asking.
coding and decoding and blood relations, these are the three most important topics. Sometimes they might ask you a puzzle also, but don't worry, puzzle will not be a very
Any
difficult
confusion? Anyone?
kind of. Those will be
I guess if nobody's having doubt, like we can end the session.
one thing
Okay,
also
okay.
I have
Thank
noticed
you.
that when any student
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Okay, Nitish, you can end the session.
before actually having a look at the questions, you guys feel like that the
I
exams
think
are
sir.
very easy, but actually the exams are not at all easy. Know the concept. If you know what is the right approach, you can easily crack the examinations, regardless whatever the company.
Thank you all for joining. Tomorrow we are having a session on Spring Boot, so do join that session. Rest you people can leave the meet.